All roads lead to Tobago, guys. Yes, it's jazz season, but it's not only about jazz. There are other things happening in the sister island. Today in the lounge, we're going to talk about one of them, Leve. Welcome to the lounge. So joining me today in the lounge is Kevin Wilson. Kevin is a senior analyst at Tourism Intelligence, the host of Leve, and Chef Adrian Cumberbatch, who'll be whipping up some delectable bits for the event. Welcome to the lounge.
Thank you very much.
Great. So, Kevin, tell us, what is Leve?
First of all, before I get into what Leve is, I'd like to say thank you for having us on the program.
You're welcome.
Leve is a patois word which means to lift up,
right,
or to uplift. And the whole idea behind Leve really is to lift up Trinidad and Tobago, to lift up the Caribbean by lifting up our people.
Okay.
Because we realize that it's not just about the energy in the ground that will drive our economy. It's not just about oil and gas and all of those things, which are great, but it's really about the energy of our people.
Okay.
The talent, the brain power behind the people of Trinidad and Tobago, and indeed the wider Caribbean, that will actually drive economic success, especially in this downturn that we're experiencing right now.
Right.
So the whole idea behind Leve is to bring great minds, great talent, great products, great brands together, and to create a Caribbean lifestyle.
Okay, so what form is this going to take? Is it a party? It's a networking event? It's a workshop? What form is this going to take?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. Leve is more than just an event.
Right.
Leve is a movement, so to speak. And a few years ago, Tourism Intelligence started what is called the Tourism Intelligence Foundation.
Right.
And we really believe that it is knowledge and intelligence that will create competitiveness and success.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, so now how will all this manifest itself on April 28th?
So Leve now is sort of the first step or the first initiative of the Tourism Intelligence Academy. And we wanted to bring the talent together to first of all show people that we have great talent, great products, great brands in Trinidad and Tobago, and indeed the Caribbean. And the next step, of course, would be to start creating some of these educational programs to actually lift up the talent that are already out there. So you have fashion designers, you have chefs, you have a lot of people with creative ideas, musicians and so on, but they may not necessarily have the avenue to better themselves, they may not be able to afford it. So we want to start that. In addition to that, we want to create a marketplace, an online marketplace or portal, so to speak, where we could actually sell and buy Caribbean lifestyle.
Okay, so the event is actually a showcase of the talent.
Correct.
And coming out from that,
to show that we have Caribbean lifestyle to sell, basically.
Okay.
Fine art, fine food, music, rhythm, rums, liquors, all of these things we have to offer.
Right.
The Caribbean has to offer. I mean, you hear about the lifestyle of Italy, and Paris and Milan, and all of these things, but very rare do you hear people saying, you know, I want to get art from the Caribbean, or I want to get this fashion designer out of Tobago.
Yes.
You very rarely hear that. We want to be able to start. Now, this is a very long-term initiative. It's not going to happen overnight. And Leve, this event that is happening on Sunday the 23rd at Villa Being, is sort of the first step in creating the publicity, in creating the atmosphere, and bringing together of great minds like Andrew Ramroop.
Yes.
I don't know if you know who Andrew Ramroop is, but he is perhaps the #1 tailor in the world.
Yes, son of the soil.
Son of Trinidad and Tobago, grew up right in St. Augustine.
Yes.
We also have, to your left there, Mr. Adrian Cumberbatch, who will tell us a little bit about himself later.
Yes, we're going to talk about Adrian's delicious menu.
But he's also a great talent who is working with us in this initiative.
So Adrian, tell us a little bit about, before we reach the food, because the food, listen guys, the food looking real good here. But before we reach the food, tell us a little bit about yourself and your company, Cook Caribbean.
Well, I came from a background from Barbados, and my dad is from Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
So I came back to Trinidad 2009 from working in Canada and Virginia. So I started at the Carlton Savannah Hotel, went to Magdalena, Grand and Tobago.
Right.
I work at the Hyatt Regency. So I also represent Trinidad and Tobago at the national culinary level. Last year, 2016, and this year I'm the captain of the team.
Right.
So last year when we won it in Miami, I was home in the room thinking, I need the Caribbean. Because Trinidad and Tobago is the team to beat
Right.
at the competition. So I said, I need to make a company to represent that. How can, cause I believe in my heart that Caribbean cuisine is the number one cuisine in the world because of the flavor, the heritage,
Yes.
and the background. So I like, let's create this company called Caribbean. I was still in Hyatt. Then I left in December 2016. And that's where I started to push, and education, entertainment, and elevation is my company motto.
Right.
And that is where I got the call from Dr. Orlando Boone and Kevin here to partner with Leve. And it was like, yes, this is something that I could showcase the talent
Right.
of myself and the company about the Caribbean cuisine and who believes in it with wholeheartedness.
Right. So tell us a bit about the cuisine that you've prepared, the menu that you've prepared for Leve, because I'm seeing things like Glorywood smoked bonita bruschetta and Plymouth Rock lobster sauce shots. Sauce shots. Yeah, so tell us, it looks the names are very local. Tell us a bit about the thinking behind the menu.
Now, my thinking behind the menu is that, as you mentioned just now, people are coming to buy a $50,000 painting if they want to. So the menu has to reflect that.
Right.
It's very difficult to get international tourists to pay, let's say, $8 for doubles on a plate.
Right.
Or for sauce like that. They don't. Most of the tourists would not probably go on the street to get this. So I bring the street to them.
Okay.
So that's where I twist up the menu, look at our indigenous ingredients to Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
And so the Plymouth Rock lobster, definitely we're getting them from Plymouth. And
Right.
sauce is a Caribbean stuff. Trinidad, chicken foot sauce. And
Yes,
so,
yes.
So you elevate it by adding a very expensive element in there.
Nice.
And you make it so that a nice dress to impresses the team. So I know the lady's going to come out. So something nice you take
Yes.
and you shot.
So you'll be eating your chow and skewers, because, fancy. So, Kevin, for those who would be watching and want to somehow get involved, how can they, if you don't have an invitation, you can't go to the event, but how can you get involved in the movement post-event?
Great. Well, two things. You can either go to our website, leve-caribbean.com. There's a page that talks about partnership and how to partner with us.
Right.
You can also contact our office in Santa Cruz,
Right.
676-6165,
Okay.
and have a chat with us. And there are numerous ways that you could partner with us. Of course, there are financial contributions. So we have a few partners who are already supporting us. For
Right.
example, the National Lottery Control Board.
Okay.
They want to support us in the long run
Right.
for Leve. You're also looking at other initiatives. Maybe you have a talent that you could bring to the board.
Right. I was going to ask you, how do other artisans and get involved?
So you could suggest a particular talent for next year, or you may say, well, look, I heard that you all want to do some training modules,
Okay.
right? I want to do a skit.
Right.
I could do the video.
Right.
I could do the sound or the lighting.
Okay,
Something,
okay.
So there are numerous ways that you could contribute to support spreading the word,
Nice.
that kind of thing. So there are lots of ways
Excellent.
you can get involved.
Well, thank you so much, guys, for stopping in, for passing through the lounge.